World Circuit is a world music record label, established in London in the mid-1980s, that specializes in Cuban and West African recording artists, among other international music stars. The label's credo was to be an artist-led label with all aspects of each release tailored to the artist. 20 years later, this is still key to how World Circuit operate. World Circuit celebrated its 20th anniversary in 2006 by releasing World Circuit Presents, a 2-disc retrospective compilation album. Its recordings are distributed by Nonesuch, Elektra Records in the USA. History: 1986 to 1999. In 1986, the label released its first albums, Maria Rodriguez's La Tremenda and Abdelgadir Salim's Sounds of Sudan Volume 1. World Circuit's first taste of major success came in 1993 with the teaming of Ali Farka Touré and American guitarist Ry Cooder on the Grammy Award-winning album, Talking Timbuktu. The album went on to sell over 1 million copies worldwide, an incredible feat for an album of its kind. During the mid-90s, World Circuit began working with new artists, who would go on to become longtime label stalwarts. Moving away from the usual Latin and West African bias, World Circuit released the album Rumba Argelina by Spanish group Radio Tarifa. Rumba Argelina propelled them to cult fame, becoming a sensation across Europe. Another artist to make an immediate impact was Senegalese multi-instrumentalist and singer Cake Low. The dreadlocked Maverick's debut album Ni Lithias was produced by Youssou N'Dour, and is underpinned by indigenous Mavilax and flamenco rhythms. In 1996, Cooder was invited to Havana, Cuba by British world music producer Nick Gold of the World Circuit record label to record a session with 2 African high life musicians from Mali in collaboration with Cuban musicians. On Cooder's arrival via Mexico to avoid the ongoing U.S. trade and travel embargo against Cuba, the musicians from Africa had not turned up, and it transpired later that they had been unable to secure their visas to travel to Cuba. As a result, Gold and Cooder changed their plans and recorded 3 consecutive albums with Cuban musicians. Instead, first, they recorded A Toda Cuba La Gusta by the Afro-Cuban All-Stars, an album of big band son Cubano music produced by Juan de Marcos Gonzalez. Second, they recorded the multi-million-selling Buena Vista Social Club album, produced by Cooder. Third, they recorded Introducing Ruben Gonzalez in just 2 days, produced by Nick Gold and arranged once again by Juan de Marcos Gonzalez. All 3 albums were recorded at EGREM Studios, Havana during March and April 1996 and mixed by Jerry Boys and Nick Gold at Livingston Studios, London, prior to their release on the World Circuit label in 1997. In 2008, World Circuit released a 2-CD set of the Buena Vista Social Club live performance at Carnegie Hall recorded in 1998. Nick Gold had met Jerry Boys after working together on an album with Oumoou Sangare during 1993, and they subsequently started their close collaboration with the Cuban music projects of 1996. In 2001, Gold bought the Livingston recording studios from Boys, which enabled most of World Circuit's artists to record and mix music at Livingston Studios. Nick Gold and World Circuit are also responsible for catapulting the legendary Senegalese band Orchestra Baobab to world fame after its 2001 re-release of the 1982 record Pirate's Choice in Europe. Originally compiled and released by World Circuit in 1987, 2000 to 2009. Mande Sessions Trilogy . In the summer of 2004, the World Circuit team of Nick Gold and Jerry Boys traveled with a mobile studio to Mali to record a trilogy of albums at the Hotel Mandé, Bamako. The first album in the series, In the Heart of the Moon, released in June 2005, is a collaboration between Ali Farka Touré and Toumani Diabaté that went on to win a Grammy Award for Best Traditional World Music Album. Second in the series is Boulevard de l'Indépendance by Toumani Diabaté's Pan-African Symmetric Orchestra, composed of musicians, mostly griots, from across the old Mali Empire of West Africa, who play a mix of traditional instruments including the kora, djembe, balafon and bolimbato, as well as guitar and electronic keyboard. The third and final part of the Mandé Sessions trilogy, Savani, released July 2006, was also the first posthumous Ali Farka Touré release. It was received with wide acclaim by professionals and fans alike and was nominated for a Grammy Award in the category Best Contemporary World Music Album. The panel of experts from the World Music Chart Europe, WMCE, a chart voted by the leading world music specialists around Europe, chose Savani as their album of the year 2006, with the album topping the chart for 3 consecutive months, September to November 2006. The album has also been listed as No. 1 in the influential Metacritic's Best Albums of 2006 poll, and No. 5 in its all-time Best Reviewed Albums, 2010 to present day. In February 2010, World Circuit released the successor to Ali Farka Touré and Toumani Diabaté's In the Heart of the Moon. 2005, Ali and Toumani recorded over 3 afternoons at Livington Studios, London. In 2005, with contributions from Orlando Cachorrito Lopez on bass, and produced by Nick Gold. It was Touré's final studio album, and lasting legacy. In October 2010, World Circuit released Afro-Cubism's self-titled debut, a long-awaited collaboration between some of Cuba's and Mali's most esteemed musicians, including Eliades Ochoa, Basako Kouyate, Toumani Diabaté, Lassana Diabaté and Kassé Mandi Diabaté. It was a collaboration which was initially intended to take place some 15 years earlier, but never arose as a result of visa complications. In December 2011, the album Afro-Cubism was nominated for a Grammy Award in the category of Best Traditional World Music Album. Discography category: World Circuit Artists category: World Circuit Record Label. Albums: World Circuit Records official site. World Circuit Records at MySpace.